Yes, this recording is started now.
Okay. So, good afternoon, respected faculty members and dear students. On behalf of Amity Innovation and Design Center, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, and Institutions Innovation Council, I extend a warm welcome to all on the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Talk Series, Episode 5. Today, we are here to celebrate success stories of some of the women innovators and entrepreneurs. I take immense pleasure in introducing our honorable guest for today, Ms. Sabiha Hasnainji, who is the owner of Gypsy Homes. After having schooling in a convent and graduating from Allahabad University, she married early to a professional army officer. Several postings to far-flung places where families were not allowed to join the officer made her base in Delhi in 1999. She started working with an IPC, Knight Frank India Private Limited, as an assistant manager and worked with the company for nearly 15 years and then took a sabbatical for 2 years. Then she left Knight Frank and was heading the Pan India operations as senior director for facility and property management. On return, she joined another IPS JLL as regional head North India. But her heart was into opening a design studio, and that is how Gypsy Homes was born. The core work of Gypsy Homes is interior design, but because her passion is for arts, she started with the mosaic line of products during the lockdown. And she got a very good response and appreciation. Now she is doing commercial work for clients. I welcome you, Sabiha ji, for this Innovation and Entrepreneurship Talk series.
Thank you, Manjula. Thank you so much to Manjula, Amity, the other faculty members who have given me an opportunity to be here with them today and share my experience, whatever little it is, with the students and the people who are listening in. Mine has been a very adventurous and a very interesting journey, and I'm sure it'll give the students a feel that first of all, nothing is impossible. Whatever environment you are in, make the best use of it. And that's exactly what I did. When I got married, I was just a graduate, but it never stopped me for, doing whatever I could do in whichever posting we were, far from places. There were no job opportunities, not much of corporates and companies where you could get an interesting opportunity to work. So I have taught in schools, I have worked in hotels, all that in the early stages of my career. When we decided that okay, enough is enough, and now I have to make a base and take on my own work more seriously, made my base in Delhi, and that's how I started working with Knight Frank. Property and facility management way back in 99 was a completely in the nascent stage. So I was given the opportunity of handling. Those days it was a major mall, Ansel Plaza Mall. That was my first assignment. So I worked with Knight Frank, started off for there, but by the time I left 15 years later, I was heading their Pan India operations. So it was a tough and a long journey. One made a lot of sacrifices and one had to really struggle to make my name known. But it helped. And it also was, I think, basic personality was such. I made friends easily. I interacted with people. I networked a lot. And basic nature of yours, that is what it shines out later. Because if I was a friendly person, I connected to people easily. So once I made relationships with people, whether professional or otherwise, it stayed with me forever. And that has helped me through my professional journey a lot. In between, I had to take a 2 year sabbatical when, again, due to family reasons. And I took a break and then came back after that and joined JLL. But my passion was always arts and crafts. That is since childhood. And in fact, the people who knew me from my early days, they always said that why don't I do something related to my passion? And that's what ultimately I took. And the timing couldn't have been worse. I started off last year in March 2020, and the month I started, we had the lockdown. But I said, let it be an opportunity for me to innovate. And mosaics, I had been experimenting with a lot of the various forms of mediums in painting and other crafts. Mosaic was something I had experimented with about 2 or 3 years ago. And when during the lockdown, I took it more seriously, and I started off putting my pictures and on my Instagram page. I got a tremendous, very positive response. And that is how I started with my curated mosaic pieces on my Instagram page to go along with my interior design studio. So I must say that social media in any form these days is extremely important. Gypsy Homes, though the focus is on interior design, but we also work toward having a line of self-curated home decor products and mosaic products. What in today's world, social media is extremely important. Why is it important? Because I'll tell you my own instance. When I started off, I had about 50, 60 followers. But in 1 year, the organic growth has been there. It has been 90% organic growth. And now today I have about 4,000 followers on Facebook and the same about 4,000, nearly 4,000 on Instagram. And it helps, social media helps awareness. 90% of the world today is on social media. We ourselves are addicted to it. We just keep browsing the Instagram, Facebook. Facebook is more personal because you are mostly connecting with your friends and relatives. But Instagram, if you have a group which is a page which is open to the public, the world is seeing you anywhere. I have followers who are sitting maybe in the US, UK, my own artists who are from the same field, they are following me. And it gives you a major satisfaction to be doing something which is creating awareness and people are appreciating your hard work. So it has helped me spread my brand awareness and the product, spreading the products. Manjula, could we go into the next slide, please? No, this is my background. Later on, when journey is over. Yeah, this was what I'm doing. Yeah, here we are. These are the products, my interior design. So it gives me a lot of satisfaction to create homes, houses, which just a place of brick and mortar into a place which is cozy, nice. The family indulges in it, enjoys the feel of the house. So that gives me a major advantage. And I started off small. I just got one project in the beginning. But if you do good work, then the word spreads. And today, Touchwood, I'm honored that I have got several good projects to be working on. And my team and myself, we are all very busy with it. These are the curated finds. So I have an eye for good, unique pieces. So I pick them up, and then these are the ones I'm selling through my page on Instagram and Facebook. My Bozak products, please, whoever is interested, please, you could, follow my page, Gypsy Homes. I keep coming up with innovative designs, new designs, and my furniture pieces, I am creating indoor and outdoor furniture. They are very popular with the people who are looking at home decor furniture and home decor material. My unique value proposition, this is the one which is that we creating unique, we are creating houses into homes for our clients by providing them a one-stop shop for the interior needs. So we are taking care from all kinds of stuff, from civil, carpentry work, furniture, soft furnishings, complete styling, decor, everything is available with us. And that has helped because the client doesn't, once they come to us, they don't have to actually bother to go to anybody else. Yeah. So why is it social media important? But it's nearly half of the world these days is on social media platforms. For me, because it's more of a visual requirement, because the products I'm selling and I'm dealing it is it's visual. Their pictures are more important. That's why I have just made myself available on Facebook and Instagram, and nothing else at the moment. LinkedIn also I have created a page, but LinkedIn is more for B2B, companies which are in that, and it makes more sense for them to be on LinkedIn. Mine being a more visual and a art-oriented work, I have preferred only these two mediums at the moment. It increases the audience engagement, and it's more convenient to engage with your audience since it's real-time engagement. Ensure that whatever comments, reviews are coming in, feedback coming in, ensure that you revert to it, connect to the audience, because you learn a lot as you go along. You get the feedback, what is being liked generally by the public. There are something which I have created which I felt was excellent, but I have not got very good feedback or very good response from the audience on those products. And something very simple which I just created thinking that, okay, let me do this, but that has created excellent reviews from them. So you don't know what exactly the people are going to like. So we keep also doing polls to find out what product they like and which color they would prefer. And anyway, it is all through their choice, their personal choice, that we make the products. So it makes us easier. We have also gone, I have not spent much on on Instagram by sponsoring my page. I have not spent on that. It is mostly through the influencers who are there, and it's mostly organic, and I have stuck to the good sponsors, influencers who have got 50,000 plus followers, and a good feedback from them, and they're showcasing my stuff on their page, gives me my page a big boost, and it increases my business. Could we go to the next page, please? Manjula, could I go to the next page, please?
This one, the engagement one.
Yeah, engagement one. Yeah, this is done. Engaging with our clients, I said that's the easiest and the fastest way to connect. And brand loyalty is important, because one good review, whether it is of a project we had handed over to the client, or it is a product which has been bought from our site, and if the client is happy with it, these people are going to spread the word. At least they'll talk about it in case somebody is visiting their house. They are going to like the product. They'll tell their people. So one good review, creates a wave, and that helps in a long way. One project which I handed over, we put up the pictures on social media, and I have got so many queries related to that. And because of that, I have got 10 more clients. So it is the easiest and the cheapest way. Nobody else is looking for soft, presentations, hard copies, booklets, which used to be there earlier. It is odd. A lot of it is word of mouth, and through the social media, when they can actually see the visuals and the finished product which you have created. Could we go into the next page? Yeah. Influencer marketing. Like I said, I have not spent on my sponsoring of my page through Instagram. You can, put in ads and spend money on that, but I've hardly done anything. Maybe right in the beginning, I did it once or twice. But then most of those people who become your followers, they are of not much value, because I want people, even if I have a slightly lesser following, but I need people who are seriously interested in my business, in my products, so that end result is my increase of my business and establishment of my brand, because brand establishment is the most important. One, the brand is established and people know that I deliver what I promise, then I know that business will follow itself. I don't have to rush after people to look for business. They themselves will ask me to work for them. So that is why. And what I have done, I did a lot of research and I went in for influencers who have got 50,000 and more followers on their page, but who were in sync with my design sensibility. There is no point, going in through to an influencer who is in no way connected to you. In fact, you'll be surprised that right now I keep getting messages on Instagram from people, from influencers who are maybe from the entertainment, business, models, small time actresses who have got in this thing Instagram pages. They say, okay, if we can, you give us so and so much money, and then we can do your this thing and promote your product on our page. But it doesn't make sense because in no way is my work connected with them. So it is very important that you choose an influencer who is in sync with what you are exactly doing. So I went in for 5 or 6 of them who helped me in a big way. And but their design and their page sensibility was more or less we were on the same page, and that has helped me a lot. Could we go in for the next slide, please? Yeah. So I was just wanting to share with you my 3 main influencers who have helped me with my marketing. And these I did it last year. And it really helped me grow the brand at that time when I had just started off. So these are Honey Olak. You could go through their page. Interesting, very interesting pages and very interesting stories also. Honey Olak is a home decor, home styling influencer. Dr. Nimrita, she's actually a doctor, but she has a page on food, and she does beautiful photography. So she had asked me. In fact, she is the one who approached me, but I liked her page and her ideas and the way she used to post photographs. And I was really very happy when I sent her the product and she styled it for me and put it up on her page. I really appreciated the work she had done. Ishita also, she's a big time influencer and she's had a corporate life earlier, but she has left that and now I think she's running cooking, a restaurant, and along with that, she's doing her home decor line also. So she was in sync with me completely. And then there is Kajal. Kajal also, the way she put up my stuff, nearly 8-10 pictures on her page, it gave me such a momentum to my page. It really helped me a lot. So these were the 4 main ones who I took their help in the beginning of the start of my work. Could we go into the next? This is not related to social media, but as most of you are young students who are going to start off their career in whichever way, I wanted to talk about the importance of networking also. Like I said, professional relationship building is extremely important for professionals from any field, walk of life. But it cannot be emphasized more than anything for somebody. It's if you are in the business which is providing services. Now I have started my brand after so many years of working. But all these years, when I was working, even at that moment, my network was though I was representing my company when I used to have meetings with the clients, interact with vendors, interact with other people, my colleagues, that how you represent yourself, how you carry yourself, how you deal with relationships, that is so important. And slowly over the number of years, as your work experience grows, your network also grows. Later on, in case you're planning to venture out on your own, or even if you're in the corporate world and continuing to do so, every network, every relationship helps you a lot. And don't maintain relationships only because you can gain from them. There maybe you cannot gain anything, but be nice to people. There's nothing going to it's nothing going to take away from you if you're not nice to people. And it's not just the seniors, the junior most person in at your workplace, in your profession, whether it's your own business or with your working, it helps. Later on, when late you need them for anything, at least you also will not hesitate, but make sure that you help out people regularly. Then only people will also not hesitate in case help is required by you and you connect with them. So that has been my experience of life, professional, and it gave me a great opportunity that after having worked in the corporate field, I started to start my own brand. It's very satisfying when you are doing something which you have been passionate about, which has been your uh, you can say your hobby, your passion all these years, but it was in the background because you were having a professional life. You could not devote that much time to it, but now I'm fully committed to my brand and I want to see it go to high places. And I'm pretty confident that if I keep on working hard and taking my team along with me, we will go places. Thank you so much. I'm open to any questions in case anybody would like to ask me anything. And you can always contact me. I've given my mobile number and my email ID. So in case there is any query, even later, if you would like to connect, you're most welcome to do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sabiha ji. Students, any questions that you want to put up?
I have a question. I'm Nidhi Jain Mishra.
Hello,
So thanks for sharing your story. Indeed, it's very inspiring. I want to know that you've used influencer marketing for adding more followers to your social media account. But
Yeah.
does that really help in conversions? As in, do you have you got more business because of that, or is it just the followers?
No, actually, that's what I said. It is no point having followers. You may have hundreds and thousands of followers if it doesn't in the end result in good business. So, but the only thing is the when the visibility increases, obviously with a smaller visibility, your product may be good, but people are not seeing it. When your followers become a bigger number, your product is going out into the market, more people are seeing it, and out of that, in the end, the business does increase, because ultimately it is the work which speaks. There's no point having a lot of followers and taking the help of influencers if the work itself is shoddy. So work has to be good, and in case the work is good and you do get a good bigger following, then it will automatically end up in good results for your
All
business. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
any other student and faculty, any questions to ma'am? Okay,
I
from
don't, yeah,
yes, I have a question. So, like in the
yeah.
beginning, if suppose you have launched Gypsy Homes, there you have
Mhm.
okay contacted influencers, but initially, even influencers they do not. So it's like a cycle. I mean, if
It
you
is a cycle, yeah.
yes, if you have followers, then only maybe they seem to be interested. But if you do not have, then would they be
No, you'll be
interested?
surprised. I must share with you. I had about say 700-800 followers when the first influencer I contacted was that Yashika, this thing. So I had just sent a message to her that I would like to, make a little gift for you. I didn't pay her off. It was just a barter kind of a system. So she was a little hesitant. She didn't revert to me. So I said, you just go through my page. This is what I'm doing. And it pays in. And so she gave back to me that it looks good. So I said, anyway, I'm just sending it to you. If you like it, there is no compulsion that you have to, use it and feature it on your page or anything. But in case you like it and you would like to put in a word, it'll be great. So I just made a product and I sent it to her. But she appreciated it a lot. She appreciated it and she put up on her page. So that's what I said. End result, it's your work which counts. That is the most important thing. And it is a struggle in the beginning when you have a very small following with just When you're just a startup, then obviously the numbers are very low. But that is the time when my networking over the years with my colleagues and from the corporate world, from my fellow, friends from the army, even then, because I had sent them a request that if you want to join, start following my page, please do so, especially on Facebook. So initial followers were from there. So if you have been networking and you have a big network, then in the end, that is initially that helps. But all that network which you have on the personal basis, that may not end in giving you business. But once you're out in the market and at least initial followers come from that, at least when you approach the influencers with 300-400 followers, then it makes the journey a little easier. That's it.
Okay, I have another question because students of branding are also here. Why the name Gypsy Homes?
Yes, that's an interesting one. The name Gypsy Homes is because I have been like a gypsy all my life.
Okay.
Being married to an army officer, we have changed. You'll be surprised, more than 30 or 40, I think 35 or 36 houses in my married life till now. This is the first time I am staying in my own permanent accommodation for the past 1 year. So that's a big thing for me. So, and because my passion was always interiors right from my childhood days, even when I was a kid of say about 12, 13 years old, I never made my mother responsible for doing up my room. I was the one who used to, decorate my room and all, because I was very passionate about then painting and crafts and all. So I used to decorate my room with all those things. So, and my friends used to appreciate that. So even whether in the army, a lot of your students, I'm sure, may be knowing about the army life and they may be from army backgrounds themselves. Uh, Even if we got a one-room apartment, to the time we stayed in big bungalows, I always created a home out of a old structure, a house. So it was the life of a gypsy that anywhere you go, you have to make yourself cozy, comfortable, and the house should be presentable. So that is why this name came about. I thought that was very apt for my journey. That's the reason.
Yeah. It's thank you for being here. Students, any other questions?
I think Garima Solanki has raised her hand.
Okay, Garima. Yes, please. Garima, you can ask your question, please. I think she raised it by mistake, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So, okay, thank you so much, Sabiha ji, for being with us today. And thank you for sharing the importance of social media and the branding and the marketing um, to grow one's, entrepreneur venture. So thank you so much. And also to giving
Excuse
the...
me,
Yes, please.
Garima has raised her
ma'am.
hand again, I think.
Yes, Garima, please.
Yes, good afternoon, teachers. Ma'am, actually, I was having a network issue.
No
Ma'am,
problem,
I
Garima,
wanted to
please.
ask that I have also started my brand. It's been only 2 weeks. So
Oh, lovely.
yes, ma'am. I'm having 63 followers just now. So, ma'am, when I look at my followers, ma'am, they are really creepy ones, and I don't know, they look like fake ones. Ma'am, how will I ensure that I will get
What
real?
is your product? What is your brand about?
Ma'am, it's creating customized handmade creations and gifts. So, as if now I have just created bouquets and candles, small scented candles.
Yeah, so if you have creepy followers, if you can figure out, then just delete them and you don't need those kind of followers. But in the long run, these guys will not be there, and don't put too many personal pictures of yourself because that sometimes increases these, with young girls, especially, that could be a problem. You emphasize on your product, have a nice write up with each picture. And over a little while, 63 is it's just been 2 weeks. So all these guys who are just following you for the heck of it, they will all fall out. Don't share too many personal details on it. Share your product and focus on the product, and the captions and all should be seriously worded. It should not come out as anything frivolous.
Ma'am, I haven't posted any my pics, ma'am.
You haven't?
It's just the content.
Then you should just, block them off if you feel they are creepy. And spread it through your family and your friends network in the beginning. They are the best ones to give you a boost at the start of your launch. And you can be sure at least that they are well meaning.
Yes, ma'am.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other question, students or faculty members? I don't think there is another question. If there is any other question, Sabir Haji will mail
You can always send it to me. I can revert in writing.
Thank
Yeah.
you once again for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Giving a
Manjula.
message that it's never too late to start. And you
Not
should
too late ever.
and also that you should have a passionate heart. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for being with us today. And
Thank-
we would now like to welcome our second guest for today, Miss Fatima Khuzaima from Earth and Art Studio, Hyderabad, who designs and makes and sells exclusive shadow nameplates, stone carvings, terrariums, and terracotta pots and planters of various sizes. Apart from some beautiful home and garden accessories, she also conducts regular workshops for above mentioned art in her studio. Ms. Fatima has been doing this since about 7 to 8 years, but formally she moved into her workplace in April 2019 due to increasing demands from her clients. Her creative passion is what motivates her and inspires to take earth and art to the next level. So we welcome you, Ms. Fatima, for the session today. I'll be sharing a PPT. Give me a minute.
Thank you, Manjula.
Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Hi. So I'm Fatima from Earth and Art Studio. As you all can see, and Manjula has already told you that I've been doing this since about 7 to 8 years now. Started with a very small workshop which I did some time back. It was a 3D clay mural workshop where I just went to, see what all I can do. And in the first picture, you can see that was the first mural I made, which is a bit amateurish, but I spent about 2 weeks making that. The size of this is really huge. It's about 2 feet by 1.5 feet. And the tree almost took away half the time over there. But it's okay. That was the time I started, and I learned how to use the material and to do the ceramic work and all. And after that, slowly I just increased to other things and other stuff. And the next one you see is the potter's wheel, where the small pots are made, or other pots of any size can be made. I'm sure people would have seen that. And the next one is pots. These pots you see are of various sizes, and I really like the smallest size which comes, and the smallest will be about 1 inch to 1.5 inch. It's like it was really interesting to make those pots and to just see them. They look so beautiful. So I thought there's no point in just keeping the pots as it is. There has to be some utility to it. Or for that matter, I believe that any artwork which we make, it will increase the selling value, or people would like to buy it more if it has a utility value to it, any art. So that is why I thought a nameplate. And when I started about 7 to 8 years back, there were not many people making nameplates. So pehle I made many different types of nameplates with the previous जो ceramic work जो दिखाया गया है, उसी से बहुत सारे nameplates बनाए थे मैंने. But not exactly okay, fine, that also it gave me a very good response, and many people had bought those nameplates also, and I sold quite a lot of those nameplates. To be sure, I think 60 to 75 nameplates of that exactly I would have sold. But then when I moved from there to the shadow box exactly, Manjula, can we please see the image of shadow box? Yeah, these are the tiny pots. This is the product which we are speaking about right now today. This is a box made out of pine wood, where in the side you can see 3 pots and a bell. So initially I was having like 2 pots, but I thought दो से 3 ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है, because visually anything in odd numbers look better, I feel, than even numbers. So either 3 or 5, or depend on the size of the box. If it is big size box, I use 4 also, because then I don't want to clutter too many things into that. So that is how then I designed this box. Pehle I had made one box and I had displayed in one of my exhibitions, and that itself gave me such a good response. Many people came forward and liked that one, and that is what encouraged me to make more. So in the next exhibitions I made, in the exhibition time itself, so about exhibition यहाँ पे होता है horticulture exhibition which I take part every year in Hyderabad. It comes twice in a year, sorry. So it is January 26th पे रहता है and August 15th पे रहता है. So I take part, I try most of the times. So वहाँ पे only in those 5 days I got booking for about 8 to 10 of these boxes. So it was like excellent. And after that, when, yes, as Sabiha ji just mentioned, lockdown was a period of like, fortunately or unfortunately, for many of us, we got a lot of time to be online. So although we were sitting at home and thinking what to do, but yes, of course, it gave a lot of people a lot of time to be online, and people like me, we got more, many people started having a look at our work. Wherein before lockdown, I was having about 1,000 followers or something. Only now it got increased tremendously because many people got to see the work, and that is how this particular nameplate came into being, and it's been like really doing great. And so far, like, we've sold about, I think, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 300 हो जाएगा. And I also have different sizes of this one. Can we see the sizes, please, Angela? This is a big size one. This is about 20 inch. जो previously जो था, that was a 12-inch shadow box, and that is my studio where I work and design my shadow boxes and other stuff. My studio, as you can see, many things. Initially, when I started off, I did not want to spend too much on a new premise I was moving into. So जितनी भी चीजें यहाँ पे भी दिख रही है, you will not believe these are just drawers out of the discarded units of my own home. जहाँ पे मैंने units discard कर दी थी, तो उसके drawers को मैंने इस तरह से यहाँ पे utilize किया हुआ है. And in the side you can see it is just one wooden box. Normally जो packing के cartons वगैरह में आते हैं, that is what I have used. So that's about it, and that is my mural. And these boxes again, wherein I have all the small pots, etc. I think in the next slide we have the different sizes. There are 3 sizes actually. So one is 12 inches, one is 16, and one is 20. Manjula, do we have that one?
I don't think we have that one here, Ms. Fatima.
Okay, fine. That's about it. And regarding, yes, marketing again, as Sabiha ji says, lot of it depends today on social media marketing, because social media is where most of us are all the time. And that is initially जब हम start करते हैं, so we have a very limited audience wherein it's only friends and family related, only those people they know our work, what we are doing, etc. And that's जहाँ पे अपनी reach खत्म हो जाती है. You have a kind of a roadblock where you cannot move further than that. जितने लोगों को जानते हैं उतने में से कितने लोग, hardly there will be like 1% of the people who will be interested to really buy your work. Maybe many people will appreciate, but buyers kitne hote hain usme se, that is more important. So that is where social media comes up, wherein you can just post it on Instagram or Facebook, and the world is watching you. There is a lot of people watching you, and many people get to see your work, and even people whom you don't even know, they get to see it. And as she has already told, Sabia ji, that our clients and our followers can be all over the world. इससे पहले वाली slide में, the lot which you saw, this whole lot has gone to the US, because one of my clients, she wanted to present this to all the people attending her housewarming over there. So I think that was great, because यहाँ पे बैठे बैठे I was able to serve a client who is in US. So that was absolutely amazing. And exactly ऐसे ही I have been sending these boxes all over. I think for now, abhi tak Australia I've sent, UK, US, and of course all over India.
Okay, so I just want to ask you one thing, Miss Fatima, that was it only if a person starts, it's his or her own venture. Okay, the first thing that a person makes is an Instagram page, because that is the in thing, But then, how does the proper digital marketing scenario help you? Have you ever tried that?
Yes, I have tried sponsoring my page and doing, paid partnership with Instagram, but that has not given me the kind of response which I would have liked it to have. कभी कभी हो जाता है, but yes, you have to do it in the right way. You have to select the right audience which you want to do, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, because it's all a trial and error game. So you have to keep trying, and with practice, that's the only thing you can get perfect with that, I feel.
Okay. So any other question, any other student or faculty member want to ask?
So I want to ask two questions. Are you only selling through Instagram, or are you also putting your products on other marketplaces?
Yes, I
Um,
put it up on Facebook Marketplace also, ma'am. And I also have my studio here. It's a physical store, actually, wherein you can come in and you can, give me an order and I can execute it.
Okay, also, then how do you ship? As in, is packaging a problem? Because this seems to be delicate and you're shipping to US, UK, and other places. So how does packaging and shipping work out for you?
Packaging, yes, it has to be done very carefully, because the pots and all are fragile. Yes, of course. So what we do is we put in a lot of thermocol between the pots, and with corrugated sheets. That is how I pack each and every, and even the bell is packed alone. Of course, it is attached to the box, but it is packed single. The bell itself is wrapped in the corrugated sheet and pasted, taped over there in its place, and then the whole box itself is wrapped in corrugated sheet, and then it goes into the bigger carton.
But then that would really add to the shipping cost.
It doesn't really add, ma'am, because this box as such is not very heavy. इसको अगर पूरा ही अपन weigh करें तो with packing it hardly comes. Each box is it's not even a kg.
But then wouldn't it go by the dimensional weight?
Yes,
That
it
that
does.
is-
It does. But you see, when the customer is sitting in US and when they are paying in rupees, तो उन लोगों को इतना ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. As I said, this whole consignment, the client did end up paying more for the shipping than what she paid for the boxes, but she was fine with that because anyway, it did not come up to be too much, you know, when they calculated it in dollars.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Actually, I would like to share my input about packing. Like we try and do the packing in all recycle, we cycle the corrugated sheets and all. I
Yes.
try maximum not to buy new ones because
Exactly.
these
That's
days,
also.
even for home stuff, we are buying things through Amazon or through some other site. So whichever
Mhm.
packing comes, I save that, and I'm generally using newspaper and these used corrugated boxes for shipping, so that at least one is conscious of the environment also, and try
Right.
to reuse and recycle instead of just buying bubble paper and new products to do the packing.
Right. Thank
Once
you.
in a while, what I do is, you'll be surprised to know that I also broadcast in my friends list कि भाई किसी के भी पास अगर you have cartons which are spare, please let me know so that I could go over, or maybe I could send somebody to just pick up the cartons available.
Yeah.
So I utilize
Yeah.
those cartons.
Okay.
So I would
Thank-
also like to add in here, Dr. Nidhi, that I myself have ordered from Ms. Fatima and Sabiha ji, and I would just like to bring to this point to students also, that even if they want to start their own venture, packaging becomes a really important tool to sell your products, because both of these, the packaging from both of these ventures were extremely good, and nothing got tempered, and even the packaging gave you a feel of very cozy. Sabiha ji's product, when they arrive, they are wrapped in a very beautiful woolen thread, and it gives a very homely feel to your whenever that packet arrives. So to for the students of branding and marketing, this packaging becomes a very important tool, I believe, also apart from your branding techniques.
Right.
Actually, Manjula, the thing is, every small detail counts. It makes a difference to the person who's buying the product. You can't have a very nice product packed in a shabby, shoddy bag and just send it. Because the whole experience has to be good.
Yeah,
That is how the
brand
connect with the brand comes. And that is what an eye for detail and attention to detail in your product is extremely important. Don't ignore anything. The whole package has to be a good package, interesting one.
Any other person? Somebody has raised their hand. Let me just see who has raised. Anybody? Any other questions? Students, faculty? Okay, so if there are any questions, we'll mail it through. And yes, somebody wants to say something?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask that the difference between the small business and the large business is that the variety comes into play. So, how did you expand the variety of the products that you have?
At least for my side, I'm sure Fatima will also agree, because both our brands are associated with creative work. That if you are into creative work, your mind has to be very fertile, coming up with new ideas, how to create new products. Let a product not become stale. Keep innovating with new things. That is how you will keep holding on to the interest of the consumer. Otherwise, even if Fatima, if she keeps on doing the same thing for 5 years, then end result with that she will have catered to the people who are wanting to buy that. So she will have to innovate in the same way like I have to innovate, keep coming up with new products and new things which one can create. Like my focus is mosaic work, so come up with new things in mosaic work. Don't be repetitive in your designs. That way at least you'll hold on to the interest of the clients. Fatima, please, you share your
Absolutely, ma'am. What you
inputs.
said is absolutely right. And even with the shadow boxes, I had started only with one size, that is 12-inch size. And as per client requirement, we had come up with different sizes, that is 16 and 20 inches. And according to the sizes, we had to make changes to the design of the box as well as the fonts and the other styles also. And not only the size of the box, but now my अभी जो latest के boxes जो मैं बना रही हूँ, we also have an added macrame backdrop to the box. So again in macrame, then the possibilities are endless. We have a lot of choices of macrame there also, wherein you can either do it in just natural colors or maybe make it colorful. So that is also again as per the client requirement. And yes, आपने सही कहा कि it is the need of the art to keep changing. With one thing you can only go this far, और फिर उससे अगर आगे बढ़ना है तो कुछ ना कुछ changes तो करने ही पड़ते हैं. So you are absolutely right with that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Was creating miniature pots difficult, Miss Fatima? Like you said,
Yes.
you have the smallest pot of 1.5.
Yeah. Making I think one thing, making anything in small size is difficult because it limits your the space where you are supposed to work, and the detail has to be very fine. So that is where अगर बड़ी चीज बनाते हैं तो mistake के scope कम होता है. But when we are making a smaller thing, there are a lot of chances where you can go wrong, and so there is more time you spend on making small things than the time you spend on making bigger things. बड़ी चीजें जल्दी बन जाती हैं, छोटी चीजों को बनने में बहुत टाइम लगता है. So that is one thing.
Thank you for being with us. Any other student, any other question? So before leaving and paying my vow of gratitude, I would like everybody to please switch on their cameras, students and faculty, so that we can have a commemorative photograph of the event. So I request all of you to please turn on their cameras for a minute or two. All the students and the faculty, please. I request everyone to please turn on their cameras quickly. All the faculty and the students are requested to please turn on their cameras.
Students, please turn on your cameras. Quick, a little bit quick. Manjula ma'am, in the meantime,
we have more than 100 students here. Please turn on your cameras quickly. Yes, Ms. Ekta?
Yes, ma'am. You can continue with the vote of thanks.
Okay.
Students, please.
So, thank you, Ms. Sabiha ji and Ms. Fatima for presenting such a wonderful insight and speaking about your innovative products. The journey has been really inspiring, I hope, for all the students and faculty, and thank you for motivating each one of us. And some of our students are really looking for, starting their own ventures. So I'm sure this talk would have will help them in finding their way and choosing the right technique for marketing and branding, and also thinking out of the box. So thank you, Sabiha ji and Ms. Fatima, for being with us today, and we look forward for more inspiring journeys from innovators like you. Thank you.
Thank you, Manjula. Thank you, faculty.
Thank you, Manjula. Thank you for inviting us here. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be here with all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. So, Ekta ma'am, shall we wind up?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone for being with us, and have a great evening ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you.